Hi everyone, Adrienne Everheart, your dating and relationship coach. I would ask that you please subscribe to my channel and support my work. It will mean so much to me and it'll help me bring you better videos aimed at exactly what you need answering. So thank you for doing that. Now today I'm going to talk about getting triggered and moving up the tiers. Recently I took a poll on my website, I Heart Love Academy, which is actually a Facebook group. And it's free to join, it's totally private. But I took a poll and I asked women around what date did they feel in love with a man from their past or even their current man. And every woman had pretty much answered date 3 and beyond. So somewhere in date 3 onward, they actually were feeling feelings of love and connection, and I want to keep seeing this guy. So let's go back to getting triggered and moving up the tiers. Let's talk about that. The first date with a man, sometimes even the second date with a guy, you're not going to feel very warm to him, especially if you're getting over him. Now, I have a program called ABCs to Get Him Back if you are trying to get your man back. And I also have an ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man, plus a video series that goes with that. And in all of these, I talk about the importance of moving up the tiers in dating and getting triggered. Now, why, oh why, would I want you to get triggered and suffer through anything? Well, there's a Buddhist philosophy that says if you suffer through something and you don't let it get you down, but instead you embrace it and you actually come out a better person because of it, you really won't have that problem again. Now, I cannot prove for sure that that is absolutely true, but I will tell you that when men come along into your life, guy A is going to trigger you. He's going to do something. He's going to not buy your coffee. He's going to comment in a rude way about how you're dressed, or he's going to give off some weird vibe, or he's going to do something that's going to trigger you. So you as a woman, how I help you is you learn how to ride that wave and not hop off and run. You hop off and run, you learn nothing. The fear gets bigger, the thing gets bigger. You get more men in your life who come at you with these sorts of triggers, you see. So when you learn how to have the trigger, experience it, and find what you're feeling in your body, and say it to the man, then your whole cosmic karmic energy changes forever. Now, let me just give you a little tidbit here. Some of you have been married. You know by now that anything that you experience on a first date, it's going to be a lot different when you're married, except you're going to be married. It's not going to be a date that you can just walk away from and never see this guy again. You're married to him. So husbands will surprise you. They will say things. They will do things that you have no idea. And I want you to be well practiced. I want you to be well practiced so when your man does come along and you are moved up your tier, you attract the right man. So let's revisit this one more time, make sure I'm making myself clear. You're moving up tiers, which are like steps. And with each man comes a new problem or situation or challenge for you. It's just the way it works. And every time you embrace that situation and you find your way through it for you, then you bump up a tier. And you get closer and closer and closer to actually attracting the type of man you want to have in your life. But if you run away, you learn nothing, you see. Excuse me. So you have to embrace whatever is coming your way and not run from it. So let's use a quick example. Recently, a client of mine showed up at a coffee house to meet a man for coffee. And this had happened to me as well, back when I was dating. And he had already purchased his coffee. And he said, "Don't you want to get your coffee?" So she went back downstairs, got her coffee, came back upstairs, sat for 40 minutes, and you know, already the disconnect is happening. So you want to stop right there when you get that trigger. Stop and say, what am I feeling? That's why you're dating these men. You're dating these men so you can practice on them. Because when your husband comes along, you'll still be able to slow yourself down and be in your feminine energy. You'll still be able to do that because you will be well practiced. That's why you've been dating all these guys. So you'll be nice and well practiced, you see. So in that situation, I asked her, I said, what did you feel when he already had his coffee? And he said, well, don't you want to go get your coffee? She said, I felt like I just immediately shut down. I felt like, aren't we on a date? Aren't you supposed to get me coffee? So notice how some of that's about how she's feeling, but a lot of it's about what the guy was doing wrong. That's not a feeling. That's a judgment. So you want to go back into your body and find what you're feeling. And you're really feeling like, well, kind of, aren't you supposed to buy my coffee? I feel a little bit shut down. Are we on a date? And I told her, I said, in that scenario, instead of getting him to do what you want him to do, which is buy your coffee, I would just say, on a date, I don't feel used to serving myself, and kind of giggle about it and sit down, or just say, no, I'll just sit here. And by you sitting there and being in your feminine energy, not taking any action, the man will then be inspired to action. Trust me, ladies, try this. Get out of doing an action and taking care of things for the man, for the date, for the conversation. Let there be awkward silences and just sit through them and just smile and be warm instead of shutting down and being like, you're weird. Completely different things. So I hope this video has made sense for you. Moving up tiers is one women do not want to hear about. They want to feel like, I go on a date with a guy one time, I know he's not my type, I'm done with you, pass, and on to the next. And you can do that, but every man is coming to you in your energy, in this world, in this life experience you're having. Every man is coming to you with a message, or he's mirroring back something that you have got to learn. Because when your husband, he's floating out there, he's floating around you, he's somewhere near you. But if you don't date these men and get through this process and learn whatever it is you need to learn, Lord, I had to learn my lessons before my husband found his way back to me. You are stuck in limbo. So I had to actually date the most obnoxious guy and really feel attachment to him. I felt great attachment to him, but my God, he was so obnoxious. So I really had this duality of, I really like this guy and feeling feelings of love for him, but he's so darn obnoxious. I can't stand him. And I began to notice things he was doing that reminded me so much of myself. And I was like, oh my God, I've been doing this to my guy. This is what my guy's been telling me that I'm doing. And I got to learn it firsthand, and boy, did I ever. And you know what? After that guy, just when I was really like, I've learned all I can here, I'm gonna put this book down. This guy, learned everything I can learn. That's when my husband, the man who became my husband, reached out to me again and showed up on my doorstep asking me to marry him. Is that a coincidence? Maybe, but still, you get the point. And this happens with my clients, not just with myself. We move up tiers, we learn, we keep going. If you run from it, you learn nothing. So in my ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man, I get you started on that process of finding what's in your body and speaking it. It also comes with a video series if you choose to, because there's actually a lot of body postures and there's a lot of Q&A that I can't convey in a book. I'm a pretty good writer, but there are some things that just video is better at conveying. And I had a classroom full of women who asked amazing questions. So please check that out. If you're in a get him back situation, I have a program for that as well. It's actually proven to work. I'm very proud of this program. I have helped so many women reunite with a man they really truly love, and they want to have a second or a third try at this. And this work begins and ends with you. Every bit of it begins and ends with you. I don't teach manipulation or anything false or fake. So I hope you go check out my work. And again, please subscribe. I love hearing from you all. I try to answer all your comments and questions. So feel free to ask anything. I'm here for you. All right, everybody, signing off for now. Much love. Bye-bye.